everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Jets going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle as we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson fighting through. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'm not sure that the re-signing of C.J. Anderson in the offseason wasn't one of the bigger moves by an NFL team because he provides them some toughness running the football. He pass protects really well, and he kind of sets the tone for Denver when they're on offense.
Against the Colts, he had 74 yards in Week 2. Devontae Booker is a nice change-of-pace guy to have with him, isn't he?
Hard to believe they got him in the 4th round. One of the better runners in the country. Actually likes to carry the ball in his left hand, reminiscent of a great runner in the past.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be. Making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
Here we go now.
Simeon. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
Now Simeon. This is Booker on the dump off. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And Fowler's got it. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Here we go now.
Here's Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball. Then he made a nice tackle.
And complete into the hands of Fowler. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now look at 56.
So the chain gang now done for the drive ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson taking it in. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
What a start to the season it's been for Matt Forte, Charles, up near the top of the league in the rushing department. That Thursday night game against the Bills, he had 3 touchdowns, 30 carries at 100 yards.
And what a start for his offense, because that team now is starting to click on all cylinders, whether they're throwing it or Matt Forte is running it. And let's face it, in preseason, there's a little bit of worry because he battled some injuries, but he looks like he's 25, not 30.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. The open man is Smith. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught right side, Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, this is Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Second down, Fitzpatrick. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Kellen Davis there, his big tight end. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete. All right, I got to ask you, these color rush jerseys, are you more of a traditionalist? A lot of people are going crazy over these things. What do you think?
I used to be a strict traditionalist, but I can't help it. There's some that really grab my eye, and I'm going to start with Seattle.
I like Seattle.
I can't help it. I remember them wearing a similar shade of jersey once against the Bears years ago. I actually did that game. They're kind of bringing it back in this color rush deal. What about you?
I definitely like Seattle. I like Tennessee's. I like that lighter blue head to toe. It's a really sharp look.
I'm loving Denver in the all orange. As you might imagine, I'm kind of partial to the orange thing. I like that. I love Arizona in the black. And the Raiders have those silver letters again, kind of the Raiders of old.
And some room to maneuver. And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Jets offense making their way back onto the field, and it just really was a great all-around effort Thursday night, week 2 against the Bills for them, wasn't it?
It certainly was, and to see how the ball gets distributed from Ryan Fitzpatrick, you know, they always say there's just one football. He acted like there were at least 3 because you expect Eric Decker and Brandon Marshall to get theirs, right? Both of them got over 100 yards. But Quincy Enunwa, how about that performance? Nearly 100 yards in receptions. Fitzpatrick is dealing.
And Davis has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. Sets up the screen to Forte. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, 54 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Now Simeon. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Fitzpatrick now on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Again they run, again it's Forte. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Now Fitzpatrick, and he's got a noon one. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, 46 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now Simeon. And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to him. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Forte, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the ground by Forte. 57 yards on the ground. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. 1st down, Fitzpatrick. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Forte. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He was looking for Devin Smith that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They start the drive with Anderson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come up in an offset eye. Again, Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Back to the ground, Anderson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. They run again on first down. Anderson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle this time to Fowler. Call it a gain of 3. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. No. Check. Patriot.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
C.J. Anderson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And it's up and good. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. And now out come the Jets. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Here's a screen to Powell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jordan Jenkins coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And New York set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. What can Fitzpatrick do in the OT? Over the middle to Smith. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Fitzpatrick to throw this time. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down. Just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed